Now Sunday morning, students in Denver heading back to class tomorrow, and one nonprofit wants to make sure that they have all the supplies they need to succeed. Joining us this morning is 12-year-old Kaylee Karshmer, the brains behind what's called Colorado Kids for Kids. Now its mission is to help sick, disabled, homeless, and underprivileged kids in general, especially once they're getting back into school. Welcome back, or welcome. Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Okay, so you're only 12. A lot of people out there would probably be saying, well, gosh, this is so young to kind of start your own nonprofit. How did you come up with this idea for Colorado Kids for Kids?
Well, when I was 6, I donated all of my birthday presents to a homeless shelter. Well, I started to donate all my birthday presents. And it always made me so happy to see how happy the kids were there when I gave them the gifts. Like one girl, she had a doll in a box, and she wouldn't put the box down, even though it was as big as she was. And one girl was moving out of the homeless shelter and getting to sleep in her own bed, and they gave her some Hannah Montana bed sheets, and she was crying because Hannah Montana got to sleep on her bed.
So it's those stories that kind of, impacted you in a lot of ways to kind of keep this going, right?
Yes.
Talk about that, though. I mean, I think for a lot of kids, you get a lot of stuff, be it for your birthday or for holidays and stuff like that. And for you, it's a different perspective to kind of just share to those who might not get to celebrate, right?
Yes. And then when I was 10 and I stopped having birthday parties, I was sad because I couldn't help the kids in the same way. And I wanted to maybe do some fundraisers to help get stuff to donate. But my parents told me about what a nonprofit was. And I thought that was so cool, and I wanted to start one. So I started a nonprofit called Colorado Kids for Kids, or CK4K.
And that's how Colorado Kids for Kids came about. And we're showing some pictures of some of the volunteers who have helped you. And I know you just had a first distribution of school supplies to kids in need. Now, how did you go about collecting all the items that we see right here?
Well, first we had to get boxes and decorate the boxes. But we had to go up to our schools and ask if we could do a school supply drive. So we decided that we wanted to do the school supply drive because a couple of years ago when I was leaving my school for summer break, I noticed how many school supplies were left in the trash can. And most of the supplies were new or in almost perfect condition. And all the supplies were really just being wasted. So I wanted to make sure that these supplies weren't wasted. And my board of directors also wanted to make sure that these supplies were not wasted.
So you got the whole school involved, and then you had your first distribution. Did that go well?
Yes, it went really well. All the teachers and the principal at the school were very happy, and they said that the students going to the school were going to be very happy.
Oh, I think it's a great thing what you're doing, looking at all the pictures of that day. We're just about out of time, so real quickly, what's next for Colorado's Kids for Kids?
Well,
what's your next project?
We are thinking about doing a holiday party or a winter party.
Okay.
For kids at the homeless shelter or the hospital.
So you'll be giving them toys and whatever gifts that they need, presents and stuff, okay?
And we might start to do an annual 4K run.
Okay, just something to get everybody and the whole community involved, not just your school. Well, I think it's wonderful. It's a pleasure meeting you, Kaylee. Thank you for coming on the show. We have more information if you'd like to help out and learn more about Colorado's Kids for Kids. Go to our website, thedenverchannel.com. Look for that big red TV button, and we'll post this link along with this interview on our website after the show. Nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you, too.
You're so cute. All right.